Welcome to Tablestory, Spark of Eternity. How's it going? I thought my stream deck was perfect, but it wasn't. It totally, I pushed the button and it didn't turn the mic on.
Such
Shit.
a cock tease. Ruined.
Listen, okay?
Start it again.
Listen. Nothing will go right on day one for a new show. It just won't happen. It won't happen. What I'm really disappointed about, though, I think, before we get started, is that only half of us cosplayed today. Me, McQuanis, and Vandy. I mean, Katie, Peachy, Zagaticus, you guys want to put like a little effort in?
I'm
Sorry, I was
cosplaying
tired.
as Katie's merch. All right.
Yeah, if you guys were curious, this is what Katie looks like without makeup on.
Oops.
But
woke
wait,
up like
she
this.
has some foundation on her arm.
Let's try to put a little bit of foundation on my arm so I look a little bit more alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How's it going? Welcome to a new show, everybody. I hope everybody's excited to do some D&D 5th edition today. I'm excited, and I'm ready to go. So I think, why don't we just start immediately and go around the room and introduce our players, and we'll meet their characters as things happen today. Yeah, why don't we go around the room? Let's introduce our wonderful players. Katie, luckily for you, you get to start because you have you have the earliest name in the alphabet.
Oh, goody.
Congratulations.
Did that on purpose. Marketing, kids.
Yep.
I'm
Join us
Classy
for-
Katie, I guess, and I'm a full-time streamer on Twitch. I stream mostly The Elder Scrolls Online, and I do a lot of cosplay shit, but I didn't do it today, and I'm sorry. I was lazy. Forgot to bathe.
Yeah. In all seriousness, though, it's pretty badass. Thank you for going through the insane amount of trouble to put all that shit on.
Nope.
That's
Oh, I
pretty dope.
strictly enjoy this. This is totally self-serving. I love doing this.
Regardless, it's pretty
Not even
badass.
for us. Like,
Thanks.
Thank you, Katie. Mac?
Hi, I'm Aquanas. I am a part-time streamer these days and also community manager at Crytek. And you can find me on my channel doing some random stuff from time to time.
Thank you. Vandy?
hi guys, I'm Vandy. I am a part-time streamer, a full-time student, a manager of Would You Kindly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can also find me on the Twitters and the Twitches. That's it. That's OMG Vandy everywhere.
Thank you. Peachy?
I'm really confused as to the alphabet now, but I'm not going to question it because I might have got the alphabet wrong. It's possible. It happens daily on Twitch.tv/Peachy Pixelate. I have merch. Please buy my merch.
He's wearing it right now.
These are candles. I can't afford electricity. Buy my merch. Buy my. I mean, support me however you will with a retweet, a mention, like me, please like me.
Your volume could go up a little bit, by the way, Peachy.
I like you, Peachy.
I had to buy this T-shirt to get that compliment out of her. So I'm thinking, like, oh, she's so nice. Right, if I not only buy this, pay for the shipping, and pay for the import fees that it costs to get one of these T-shirts in here, will you say a compliment? She's like, throw me $50 on top of that. I'm like, fine.
And we've murdered Katie right off the bat.
She did.
TPK.
Speaking of dead,
Zagaticus.
Wet off my makeup.
Hi, I'm Scoticus, and I don't like Peachy. I do like Peachy. Look at that face.
Just want to pinch it.
I like to do role-playing things like Dungeons and Dragons and such, so you maybe see me do that one day, who knows. I stream on my channel, just whatever I'm feeling, and it's basically a good old time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I'm Wacksteven, and I'm the DM of Doom. I will be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure and the campaign that begins today. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, that begins today?
Yes, today.
I'm here for the start.
Not only does this wonderful new campaign start today, but we also have a big announcement. And during the show today, if you guys hang out, we have an announcement today. It's a pretty big deal. I hope you guys are getting friggin' hyped for today because it's gonna be a hell of a day. It's gonna be a hell of a day. I'm saying it right now. I'm calling it. I'm wearing my lucky shirt. I'm good. Ready.
But what
So-
about your lucky
You have a shirt on underneath it?
Yeah. Do you
Sounds
just
like
expect
hot.
me to
We
free
all
ball? I mean,
just
I
all-
well,
always just thought you just had this cloak on and nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Blood socks.
I don't know,
Broken socks.
Wack, like,
Sandals.
that's my impression.
No. Sorry to disappoint. No, it's just, yeah. And I'm excited for today. I'm ready to go, guys. I hope you are as well. We've got a lot to do today and not a lot of time to do it. So why don't we get to it? Let's hop into things. Let's get started. So I think the way that we'll get started is I'm going to explain a little bit about what's going on in the world in this setting, where we're at, and what kind of a place it is. We are in a realm known as Falarin, specifically the village of Foxden. It is late autumn, a very cold chill spreads through the air. It's at that temperature right above freezing, and there are sort of those big wet snowflakes that are falling in sort of intermittent intervals, and the wind blows through this sort of quiet town. The place, Foxden, is a village being rebuilt. It was formerly known as Gasthold, a place that was destroyed about 100 or so years ago, 50 to 100 years ago. And in Foxden sits a ruined keep. The keep that now belongs to a person by the name of Baron Randolphus Vulpan, known to his friends as the Silver Fox, former guild leader of the Iron Foxes. Now, Baron of this village. The village is currently populated by about 250 or so people. Recently, Baron Vulpan's former guild, the Iron Foxes, had saved the Queen of Falarin and garnered much acclaim. He received a Baron title and a piece of land. Sort of a fixer-upper. Most of the town is littered with ruined buildings, stone and wood collapsed. The buildings that are up are sort of pieced together by wood and thatch. The village is bustling. In general, people are working pretty hard, especially since winter is coming soon, and frankly, there's not a lot of supplies. There were a lot of immigrants to this village, sort of in response to the new appointment of Baron Vulpan and the, I guess, the position that has been taken here. It's, if we look at the map, let's head on over to the map. If that's all it's going to take, guys, I mean, just stay muted. We are currently in the village of Foxden, nestled in the Gasthold foothills. It's a sort of temperate region. It's definitely cold this time of year, and it's colder this specific year than it has been in some time. Recently, as I mentioned, the Iron Foxes have saved the Queen of Falarin. And they're some of the most famous people in the world in doing so, or at least in this realm, I should say. And they have, they have a lot going for them. However, the village itself is not looking great. There have been a lot of new immigrants coming into the village. They have put in a lot of work, but frankly, the village is kind of a shithole in general. It's not looking great. A lot of work has to be done before this place is respectable and before people actually feel comfortable and ready for winter. There's been a lot of worry that's been traveling through the town. The scuttlebutt is kind of... people are a bit frantic. Farms have sort of been established outside the city, but because of the time of the year, you're not going to see any crops probably until next year. It's not the greatest of timing, and people still keep visiting the town, providing you with a lot of worries and things. We start the session today as we go inside the Iron Keep, home of Baron Vaupan. Let's bring you guys over here. Whoops.
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Hi.
Wack, that looks so good.
I oohed, but I was muted. Ooh.
Someone's been working hard.
So,
Wack.
This is why he doesn't sleep.
we
Incredible.
we see the silhouette of Baron Vaupan sitting in a chair, a bit ramshackle. The chair, not Baron Vaupan. He always looks pretty good. The chair is a bit dilapidated, some stuffing coming out of the cushion, and we just hear this kind of wind and drippy kind of noise coming through the keep as rain, sleet, and just generally big fat snowflakes are falling. You guys can hear this sort of, I guess as observers, people would be able to hear the sort of like drip and flow of the wind blowing in what is clearly a still not completely fixed keep. The drip, 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 landing in a puddle as you hear this sort of heavy sigh. Baron Vaupan looks around. What have I gotten myself into? Wow, this is some gift. You hear a gruff voice. Speak up. Listen, Baron Vaupan, I've told you countless times by now, please stop calling me that. It's your title. I know it's my title. I don't need you to tell me that, Dedan. Please. I'm just trying to be No, you're trying to be an asshole. There's a slight chuckle. You have always called me Randolphus. Please continue to do so. It wouldn't look good in front of your people. fine. You want to call me that when we're outside? That's fine. But when it's just you and me, just call me Randolphus, please. All right, fine. So, what are we expecting?
Well, food stores aren't great. Guild recruitment's been going really well, though. We've got a bunch of new trainees, and well, they've been trying to take care of some business around town and do some work.
And what about the other thing?
Well, look, it's. I personally think that she's going to be good for you.
Good for me? Good for me. Have you seen her?
Yeah. What did looks have to do with it?
Well, I'm just saying she's a little stern.
That's what you want.
That's what I want. That's what I want? You... Okay.
Look, she'll be good. I promise. I've met her before.
You've met her before?
Yes. She worked in Roke as a she was an assistant.
An assistant.
Yes.
And she's going to help me?
Yes.
I don't feel very confident.
You met her before. She seems like she knows what she's doing.
All right. Look, she at least is... She seems very fastidious.
Yes, fastidious and stern. That's what you need.
Okay. All right. Send her in.
You know, I'm not your servant.
He gives him a look.
Okay.
And he walks off. Dedan is sort of a... he's bald. He has the sort of Patrick Stewart sort of salt and pepper kind of hair going on in the back, though. He's very burly looking. He's got a sort of dad bod laid on top of muscles. Hairy AF. He just has hair spilling out of his armor. He's got like those hairy fingers, you know, that just look like gristly hair. And he's wearing a set of full plate armor. He clanks his way to the door, opens it up.
Shin?
Yes, that is my name.
All right. Baron Vulpan is ready to see you now.
That is good. I have been waiting for some time.
I'm sorry about that. He's just a little cautious. You have to understand, he's not used to all of this.
He will be soon.
She walks forward brazenly. As she walks in, the camera sort of sees this very petite-looking gnome woman walk in. She's wearing a sort of black, I would say a very, like, Asian-inspired sort of pants suit. Like, it's very fine fabric, and she has an intricately embroidered design sort of in gold emblazoned on one side of the jacket. She's very clean looking. She has her black hair pulled behind her head into a bun, and she has these very small glasses sitting on the end of her nose. It probably looks a bit odd on her because from appearance she seems a bit younger. And she brazenly walks forward. She says,
Ah, Baron Vulpan. I'm glad that you could finally see me.
Shin. Yes, I'm sorry that I was so brusque earlier. I wasn't really expecting to have a Chamberlain. You'll have to excuse me, this whole thing.
You're not speaking very confidently.
I'm sorry, what?
You're not speaking very confidently. It doesn't befit a baron.
What?
You need to speak with confidence and authority.
Look, I was a guild...
Guilds have nothing to do with being a baron.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how this relationship is supposed to go, but let me tell you...
That's it. Put a little oomph behind your words.
She's standing very straight and tall. And she says,
Sit up.
he immediately, like, reactionary, leans back in his chair and sits up straight. And then he realizes what he's done for a second, and he kind of shakes his head. He says, you're pretty good at that.
I know.
Okay, well, so how does this all work?
I will be educating you on how to be a proper baron. And I will assist with the village.
She starts to look around this keep, and she says,
This is horrible. How am I expected to work in these conditions? Stop that.
Stop what?
Nobody wants to hear
Okay.
I said stop it.
He licks his lips. You can see his, like, biting his tongue.
Good. Now, I have prepared several pieces of paperwork. I have gone around and I have begun a census in your village.
Census?
Yes. You need to find out exactly what your people are doing here. You need to find out exactly what skills they have and prepare for winter.
It's been getting a little cold. Okay.
So, I understand that you have left your guild.
I thought it was only appropriate. I've been doing things for a while now, and Dan deserved a promotion.
That is good. At least you have done a minor thing such as that. You must care for your village, and you must get this keep into good shape before it is to be used. Now, I understand that your guild has obtained a rather curious artifact.
He leans back in his chair, looking a bit uncomfortable. How did you know about that?
Your walls are not as thick as you think, Baron Vulpan.
Huh. Well, what about it?
Do you know what it is?
She starts to walk around the keep, and she's totally doing like an inspection. It's obvious what she's going to find. The place is a shithole. It looks horrible. There's mold and grossness all over this place. It needs a thorough scrubbing and cleaning. It needs the Beauty and the Beast musical song to happen, okay? We need Be Our Guest to happen up in this place. And he says, so, do you know anything about it?
I know some.
Okay. Are you going to tell me? That would be helpful.
I think the best way to explain what this is would be to ask if you have ever been to Fafel de Veer.
Briefly. I had a very short stay there.
And Lesia?
I've been to Lesia, yes.
You are aware of the Forge of Lesia?
Yeah, of course I am.
And what about the Grand Library of Fafeldevere?
Of course, yes. What are you trying to get at?
What I am getting at, Baron Vulpan, is that the artifact that you have in your possession is of magical origin and technological origin from a time long past.
So I heard a little bit about that. I don't understand what that means.
It means, you dullard, that you have in your possession the means of creating such a thing as the Forge in Lesia, such a thing as the Grand Library in Fafeldevere.
How? What are you talking about?
It is magic.
From out of nowhere, she pulls out this little fan and she bops Baron Vulpan on the head. I don't know how. She's way smaller than him. It happens in a flash. It's like... whoop. And he says, "Ow! Well, look. What does that mean for us?"
It means that you are able to create something special, something magical.
Do you have some sort of further explanation? That doesn't help.
I said I only knew a bit. Have you tried to use this artifact in any way? You didn't, did you?
It's been a very long several months. I haven't been able to... She gives him the mom look. And he says, "All right, look. Do you want to see it?" And she says,
"Very much."
He takes out the bag of holding and pulls out this strange-looking orb. It has a sort of strange bit of... it looks sort of like a gyroscope surrounding a glowing orb. And if you look at it, you can see there's little sort of bits of energy that seems to be swirling about it, moving around. And he says, "Pretty cool, right?"
It is rather amazing.
She gets in close, starts to look at it. And he says, "So what do we do with it?"
Have you tried to access its power?
"I don't know how to access its power. What are you talking about?"
You have no magic.
"No, I do. Do you?"
No.
"Well..."
What is it that you think that this place needs?
"I don't know."
What does the village need?
And she starts to slide this piece of paper, this census that she's taken, over to him. And she says,
Look.
"Okay, okay, so it looks like we have... Oh, you've written some professions down for some of these people. Okay, all right. We have 15 fishermen? We've 15 fishermen?
Yes.
All right, okay. 14 farmers. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yes, but farmers won't help you in the winter, will they?
Well, that's what we have fishermen for.
Keep reading.
All right, carpenters. We've got 9 carpenters. That's why we've been making so much progress in the village. Okay, 9 tanners, 8 hunters, 8 shoemakers, 7 furriers. Does this go on for very long?
Keep reading.
And she points down at one of the items and she says,
There.
2 blacksmiths.
Yes?
Is that a lot?
Not really. Not for 250 people, especially when you're trying to establish a village.
All right. What are you trying to tell me? Just spit it out.
You can make a forge.
I can?
Yes.
All right. How?
Will it?
He closes his eyes. What are you talking about? What do you mean, will it? I don't have magic.
That shouldn't matter. Will it?
Oh, for God's sake. And you can see him looking at the orb, and he's like staring very intently and focused, furrowing his brow. It looks like he's trying to push a turd out. She bops him on the head again. Ow!
Look, you're not willing it. You need to think. You need to imagine a forge, a blacksmith. You have ancient powers in your hands.
The gyroscope around the orb starts to move slowly. Which makes no sense because he's got it in his hand. You'd think it would be some sort of interference. But it starts to rise up from his hands. And he says, what's happening? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's happening? Whoa.
That's not me.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying anything.
I can hear something. You're saying something. Somebody here? What's here? What's happening?
I'm saying nothing.
Sounds like something's whispering to me.
What is it saying?
It's saying choose.
All right. Think of a forge. Think of a forge.
And he says, I am. It's saying it needs something. It needs a focus.
A focus. All right. What could it mean? Do you feel anything else? Is it saying anything else?
I don't know. I can't describe it. It sounds like metal, something clanging.
Metal. It's a forge. It needs metal as a focus.
Okay.
No, not just any metal.
You can see he's already trying to reach for his dagger or something.
Needs something.
And she says,
Quickly. Do you have some sort of materials? Anything that you've claimed from any of your previous encounters?
No, I don't. I just. This was only holding the orb. I don't know what this is.
All right. Let's find the blacksmiths.
Okay.
Put that away for now.
So he puts it back into the bag of holding. You know, you're being extremely bossy. You know that I'm the Baron, right? I'm supposed to be running this place.
Of course you are, dear.
And she walks out. Meanwhile, Captain Dedan walks into the guild longhouse. He says, "Iron Foxes! Welcome to a new day. I am happy to see so many eager faces, and I am happy to see so many people interested in taking part of the quests available on the bounty board. Urfi, can you assist me here?" Captain Urfi, a copper dragonborn, quite large, kind of the guild badass. She has a huge two-handed weapon sheathed on her back, and she says,
All right. I will be assigning the various members of the Iron Foxes to the appropriate tasks. Vangram.
the dwarf approaches.
I'm here.
Vangram, is everything going well with your quest?
Everything's going as expected. I've spoken to, I've spoken to Lord Dassoil in St. Helena, and he said that, I needed to come back here and make sure that I got myself, I was wearing the appropriate clothing. He said that I was much too a mess, and that he said that I needed to wear something silk when in his presence.
That sounds like Lord Daswell. Very well, if you have everything under control.
What about the trainees? Well, we have this thing from the mine.
That would be a wonderful idea, Guildmaster Dedan. All right. Looks like, I'm trying to read this name.
I would like each of you to roll me a flat d20, please. You can do /R space d20. Okay. Sure. So, let's see.
High rolls, guys. Some top quality high rolling.
Lucky.
Cool.
She says,
Lucky?
Yeah, that's me.
what do you look like, Lucky?
She has like long black hair. She always looks tired, and she's dressed in white robes and just kind of looks really somber, almost slightly disinterested.
Okay. He says, Urfi says,
Urfi. My name is Urfi. It's good to see you. So, what has brought you to the Iron Foxes?
I mean, my brother and we kind of left home. We're just looking for a place to, I don't know, settle down, I guess, and help out. Just looked like a lot of people needed help here. So. That's why I'm here.
Well, you wouldn't be wrong. So, I see that you've taken a look at our bounty board, and you think that you are ready to see to this trouble in the mines.
Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, if my brother can come along, then sure.
What are your skills?
I mean, I'm a cleric, so I mean, I heal people sometimes. And like I mean, like just undead really don't like me, so I mean, didn't I give you like a sheet with this? Like I feel like this is kind of I don't know. I feel like this is redundant.
You signed a waiver.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm kind of been waiting, so.
Why don't you introduce me to your brother?
Locke.
What is it, sister?
He can introduce himself. He's way better at it. Can you just tell, what is it? Urfa?
You see like this, you see just out of the corner of your eye, like a little bit of lightning sort of dancing around her teeth as she puts on this sort of reluctant smile. She's got way too many teeth. She's a dragonborn, so she just feels like teeth forever.
Excuse my sister. Her charm just takes a little getting used to. I'm Locke. Nice to meet you.
She looks at you. What do you look like, Locke?
Well, I'm quite obviously a tiefling. Got dark, ashy skin. My horns point forward, kind of like a bull's, and I have a little red gem hanging from one of them. And I have long black hair, just like my sister.
And what are your skills?
Oh,
Other than talking.
well, I'm the good-looking one, as you can tell. My sister's the clever one, you could say. And, oh, you should meet Morihianda. I put my hand out, and a blast of eldritch energy bursts, and I'm holding a polearm in my hand with a crescent blade.
Ah, very impressive.
I have a few other tricks, but I'm sure you'll find them out in time.
That is intriguing. Very well. And, let's see. I have a... Preta?
Yeah, that'd be me. What's up? You're awfully short. It's cute.
Urfi's very tall. You're
really tall. Cute. I'm really tall. How tall is Urfi?
Urfi's about 7 foot tall.
Ah, fuck. All right. I'm like 6'3".
Yeah.
What's up?
What do you look like, Preta?
I mean, you can see. I'm like the most lively, undead-looking tiefling you'll probably ever find in your life. Like really coarse, messy hair. There's probably twigs in it and leaves because she's always out in nature. Like talking to animals are kind of my thing. People, not so much. Long, messy hair, kind of dresses in ripped up clothes, whatever she finds in a gutter, as long as it doesn't look like it audibly or visibly has like a fluid from another human on it, she'll put it on, like just cover up whatever exists. She doesn't care. Dark black, soulless eyes. They're matte though, they're not shiny at all, so there's nothing. She's a gloom stalker by nature, so she's like really dark. Everything's dark except her skin. Her skin is like the color of fresh ashes, like just like light gray.
Okay.
And she's 6'3".
Yeah. And she says,
yes. And, your skills?
I'm a gloomstalker ranger. I've got some skills. I like to wield a couple of axes and a bow. I like to take people out. It's no big deal. I've got a few healing abilities. I don't use them very often. Again, not much of a fan of people. Yeah. Animals are cool.
Well, unfortunately for you, I'm going to pair you up with these two here, Lock and Luck. Lucky. Yes.
Cool.
What's up?
Hi. It's nice to meet you, or something.
Yeah. Kind of.
What was it? Was pretty? Was it?
It's Preta. It literally means the insatiable ghost.
Oh,
I had a mean parent.
An easy mistake to make, clearly.
It's fine. So is your face.
Seriously, Locke.
What?
Already?
Fine.
This is why I like dogs.
Mason?
Yes, hello.
Yes. Come forward, Mason.
Mason, what do you look like?
Real tall, around 6'5". I'm ripped. I am just the thickness incarnate. Massive tattoo covering most of the left. Is it left? Which is my left? I'm gonna say right. I'm gonna say right because this is what I went for and I planned that ahead. Big tattoo of like octopus tentacles going all the way down the arm and ending at the hand. Did I say I was ripped? I'm ripped. So I've got this like Indiana Jones style hat on. What are those hats called? Does anyone know what those hats are called? Because I haven't got a clue. But it's an indie hat. And I've got like subdermal, they look like gems, 3 of them, different colored ones. There's like a red one and a green one and a blue one, like embedded into my arm. And did I mention I was thick?
No.
I'm pretty thick. I got long hair as well under the hat. I'm thick. I'm real fucking thick.
And what is it that you do?
I crush anything before me, if allowed, obviously. Yes.
She says,
Interesting.
You have something to crush? I crush right now.
I'll have you go with these 3 here.
Hello.
Hello.
You are all very short. This is okay. I like you anyway.
Wait, how tall is Mason?
6'5".
Oh yeah, okay.
And I don't know if I mentioned this, Bandy, but he's very thick.
I think I got it.
so, Urfi says,
I suppose they will need some help. And let's see. I can't read this one. Dusk.
Ophelia? My name is Ophelia.
there's like a little tiny squeak from somewhere in the longhouse. You just hear this really minuscule little kind of.
Do we have some sort of vermin infestation? What has happened?
I am no vermin. I'm Ophelia.
Is that someone talking?
Down here?
In the Urvi's head just starts to slowly pan down. Looking down, she sees this very small individual. Why don't we meet Ophelia? Ophelia, what do you look like?
I am very short. I'm 139 centimeters, which is I think 4 or 5. I have dark hair. I have 2 small black horns, and I have amber-colored eyes. My skin is like a dark bluish gray with some slight scales. and I have these big robes that are obviously way too big for me.
How old are you, child?
I'm 15. I mean, they told me I was old enough, and I'm just looking for my parents, and I just want to be really strong, and I mean, I have a lot of talent.
Do
It's
you?
not- yeah, I mean, I can do. A lot.
Are you sure that you should be here? You said you're looking for your parents.
Yeah.
Do you know what house they live in?
I mean, they're gone, and I mean, they said that I could find them here, so I mean, I can do a lot of things. Magic, powers, just whatever you want me to do. I mean, yeah.
Magic. Good, good. Well, she says, I'm a bit reticent to send you out to anything too difficult.
No. You don't have to worry. I'm very
There are
good.
some.
Outside, I'm very.
There are
I've
some
been
cats,
living there.
I think, that are roaming about town.
Cats. No, it's fine. I'll be fine. I am strong, and I have been able to protect myself for a while in this, whatever we are, Foxden, and like around here. Well, I'm not from that far, Ramon. Like that's close, right?
Oh, you come from, Rahman. It is in the forest, is it not?
Yeah, that's where I grew up with my mom and my papa, but they're gone. But I will find them.
All right. Well, I suppose if I put you with this group here, they might be able to watch after you.
Oh, they're so big. Hello?
Everyone's way taller than you. Like, they're a pretty tall group in general, even for their specific races.
So small.
Oh, she's precious.
Okay, you can't hit on that one, Locke.
Oh,
I still haven't figured out who you guys are
Please.
talking to.
I'm just saying you can't.
Is
I
little
would never.
child thing there in
Oh
front.
fuck! Is that a rat? Oh,
My name is Ophelia.
cute horns.
Celia.
Yeah, you too. You have also great horns.
Thank you.
You're like me?
No, I mean maybe. I don't know.
Are you also from the forest? I mean, there were some of my people, but I haven't seen a lot of them. I mean, it was a small village. Yeah. So you're from the forest too?
Why does everyone have horns?
I don't have any horns.
You got horns?
Did you just ask why I have horns?
Yes, but
I don't answer stupid questions.
not specifically you, but every of you have horns.
Closer to Mike.
They're all
Well-
tieflings, dude.
Oh, yeah, basically.
But it's tiefling.
Demonic nature and whatnot. It's fine. You'll figure it out probably.
Figure out what? I'm confused. I would like a new group.
Would you like to get a little more familiar with?
Yes,
Fuck.
please.
Okay.
Show me the way. I mean, I know the way, but show me the way.
When do we have to go on this mission?
I'm just gonna jab Locke in the side.
Right. Well, I can't help myself. Look at them.
Look, we have been receiving complaints from the miners as they have, they have said that they have seen strange lights. Most of the mine is fairly collapsed, but the necessity of having fresh supplies and ore is imperative to the village's growth. So, it is important that we assist them however we can. They heard sounds in the mines. Do you think you are up for it?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I got nothing to lose. Literally own nothing. Let's party.
What sounds? What sounds?
I did not ask.
Seems like important information.
She crosses her arms.
Are you scared?
No, I'm not.
Scared of anything? Well, apart from that one guy.
No, there's nothing to be afraid of. I'll be with you. Don't worry.
Almost harmless.
How tall are you, and how thick are you?
I'm not tall, thick at all. I'm very slender. I'm tallish, but very slim.
You're gonna help me. You, right? I would like another group. This
Nice.
one, okay. She big. I like the big. It's good.
Well, I'm not big, but I'm strong, and
Oh
I'm
no,
sure...
not you, child. Wait, he is one of our group.
She's technically a minor. I don't know if that'll help us.
We underground. Oh,
Anyone?
okay, helpful. You can come along too.
I can fight. I bet I'm stronger than you.
You see something. She's wearing like these oversized robes, and they start to move like unbidden. Like she's sort of standing still. You see something like at what you would assume to be her feet start to move around a bit inside the robes, and you hear like a strange like.
What is that?
I don't.
Child, look out! Noises.
Oh, no worries. Look. This is Silky. She's my fennec fox. I saved her in the forest because she was being attacked, and I was really scared her mommy died, and then I heard these big men, and they wanted to do it to Silky too, but I took her with me, and I mean, I didn't kill them because, how could I? But she's my friend. I mean, she can't go with me on adventures. She has to stay here in the village because otherwise she'll get killed.
Okay, but what the fuck is it?
It's a fennec fox.
Is it food?
No,
It could be.
no.
It's
I
too
mean-
small for food.
If you try to eat her, I swear to God, I'll do
There,
things.
there
to you.
won't be any trying, honey. I can't.
You just
You
see
wasted your
like
time.
some,
You-
like flames come out of my hand. Don't
Oh,
you
it's
touch
burning.
All right,
anyone who
fine.
will touch her is
Okay.
my enemy.
She drinks fire.
And I just put her back like under my cloak.
She goes underneath your cloak. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check, please, Ophelia.
Oh,
A 19.
not bad.
Yeah, she stays under there. She's playing with like a piece of like loose thread or something under there. You just hear like. Foxes kind of sound like a cross between a dog and a cat.
They sound like screaming, dying children in our woods.
So this is a Fennis.
Fennec.
Fennec.
Like fox, like, we're in like iron foxes. I mean, maybe Silky will one day be an iron fox.
Oh, Fox. Yes, because those are things that it was named after. Foxes. Yes, Fox. I know. Yeah, obviously he's Fennis Fox.
Okay, so when do we start this mine mission?
Oh, the sooner the better.
It's at that point that you guys hear this sort of strange whining noise. And no, it's not from the fox. It's a sort of strange and it keeps getting louder.
That.
The wind outside starts to pick up.
We
You
should
guys hear this? This is horrible.
we should probably close the windows.
Oh, we can go and take a look.
There's a you hear like one of the shutters like flapping like as the wind is blowing it. There's a strange kind of like a rumbling that starts to settle through your feet. It's not terribly violent, but you all feel it. Outside there's this strange light, an ambient light that's coming in through this unshuttered window.
So, do any of you believe in ghosts? Because, what's this going on?
I think I'm hungry.
Okay, you're thick enough. What is this
can't-
sound?
I
What?
can't see. What is it?
What is
Can't-
this?
I don't understand how this rumbling hasn't knocked you over yet, tiny person. This is ridiculous. What is this?
Who's tiny person? I'm not a tiny person.
She's like,
I'm not a tiny person.
and Urfi just kind of drops what she's doing and runs outside.
follow.
And you hear her say,
By the gods.
outside,
follow.
centered up the hill. You guys are at number 13 on the map there. Let's see if this actually works. Hooray! It worked. You guys are number 13 on the map there. You can see up the hill towards the keep a light emanating from a portion of the keep into the sky. Green, vibrant, and you can see dirt and things sort of swirling around it. It looks like some debris maybe from the keep seems to be sort of swirling around it. Down the hill, you can sort of see like a few people trying to get near the path and glance at what's happening. But you all see this before you. What do you do?
Is that lighthouse?
I can't see out of the window.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really good with bright lights. Can anybody see what is that? Up there. Is it some magic? Some flowery shit going on?
Locke, you wanna
Can
go check it out?
I can't see it. Can somebody like move out of the way? You're so
No, come here.
big. Oh, what are you doing? Oh,
Can you see it now?
Oh my god, it's not a rat.
It's tiny child, not rat.
A little child, put it down. Oh my god, it's
Okay, put
flailing.
it down.
It's flailing.
I'm gonna start
Child
walking
could not
towards
see.
the keep.
Yeah. Yes. I'll follow her.
I'm gonna follow that sulky one.
Oh, we go over here. Okay. Come, child.
So, Urfi is already sort of taken off. She's doing a sort of, I think she's pretty much sprinting towards the keep. You hear Dedan behind you guys as he says,
What in the seven hells is that?
and he charges after, like, behind you guys. He's huffing and puffing a little bit. Dedan's not fast by any means. He's loud and jingly. You just hear his heavy plate armor rattling behind you guys as you rush towards the keep. As you get closer to the keep, the rumbling through the ground intensifies, and you can see some of the stone of the keep. It's swirling around this pillar of light, and it looks like it's gone up into the air, and stones from around the keep, loose stones, seem like they are swirling around and joining with this sort of pillar of light. They seem to be dancing about it, and they are it's a lot of like loose debris and things swirling about. You can see the light sort of like intensify for a second, and then the stones start to move in slowly towards the light, down towards the keep, in what appears to be a sort of controlled-looking motion. As you enter the keep, which has large doors, but they're kind of ramshackle and not really well put together, you can see that inside this light is ever present. The ambience of the light spills forth down the hallways and into the sort of courtyards of the keep, and you can see a really intense light in what appears to be like one of the alcoves, a sort of dilapidated building. As you're looking there, you can see the stones are seemingly joining with part of the wall, and you can see these steel reinforcements coming forth from the stone. Big, thick rivets emerging, pounding into the steel, into the stone, holding it in place. It's a spectacular sight. Red fabric starts to emerge from seemingly nowhere, and you see things begin to form inside this area. Everyone sort of arrives, I guess, nearly the same time to this occurrence. At the center of this light, you can see two figures. One small in stature, one normal, sort of average human height. He's wearing a sort of, I guess, a decent looking kind of noble outfit with a cape that's cascading out behind him. You all recognize this as Baron Volpan himself. He's holding a strange glowing orb in his hand. In his other hand, you can see what appears to be something about the size of a brick. It's a sort of grayish color, and you hear him yelling over the loud, rumbling noise. What's happening? Please tell me this is normal. Please, what is this?
I don't know. I've never seen this before. I suppose this is what's supposed to happen.
Okay, it feels really weird.
I lean over to Loke. Is this normal? Is normal?
Loke, is that like a combination of lock and luck? Lucky?
Oh, I thought it was pronounced Look. But I'm gonna call it Look. Is this normal?
Well, I don't think so, but...
No, it's not normal, Baron.
You guys
I knew that. I was checking.
Yeah, you guys have to be pretty loud because this is like the wind is like kicking up here, and the rumbling is like super loud. And as you guys are standing here, you can see this sort of space take shape. A circular area in stone starts to part. You just see the stones start to, like the stone bricks themselves lift out of the ground, and you see these steel straps latch on to different pieces of the stone. Emerging also are pieces of wood that sort of pare themselves down, and you see these really beautiful, intricately wood-carved shapes with this really interesting red tapestry falling down from them as a magical forge presents itself.
Oh, it's just construction. I knew that.
That's not just construction.
So
I don't think I've ever
big.
seen magic like that.
But this thing, it built. What else do you call it?
Yes, it's something, that's for sure.
Never seen something like that.
What in the world?
Oh, I mean, yes. Oh! What is this?
Is Baron Philpan a mage of some sort? I didn't think he was.
No.
Panicked.
But he is Baron. He probably have things.
Can he also do magic like me?
I mean, I think he just did.
The wind begins to die down. The rumbling follows suit. And you see this extremely well-shaped looking smelter, forge, and anvil have formed here in this sort of alcove of the keep. This thick tapestry hanging from awnings, and Urfi and Dedan run up to Baron Volpan, and they say,
Randolphus, are you all right?
he sort of turns around. You see his hair looks like he's just plugged his finger into an electrical outlet. It's just standing as far upright as possible.
Marty!
And he looks a bit wild-eyed towards Dedan, and he says, I think I'm okay. I don't know what just happened.
It is a magical forge. Amazing.
Magical sword, Podge. This is what I thought it was. Yes. Well done.
I don't trust it. Absolutely not. I don't think.
No, you not trust building.
We go the other way. That way was nice. There was less moving inanimate objects. That way.
I want to walk up to the forge.
I stay close by to her.
I stay very far behind them.
I stay like very close to pretty much everyone as long as I'm like behind everything.
I'm just looking, trying to pick up on a cue to figure out what's going on, because I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, everyone just kind of starts to pile in towards what's happened. You start to look around and you just see this. I mean, if you were a blacksmith, per se, this would be sort of like your dream come true. You can see what appears to be a well-maintained forge and smelter, and the sort of layout of this place is highlighted by strips, like bands of steel, sort of reinforcing the wall. This place might be the most well-reinforced looking place you've ever seen. Like, it is extremely sturdy looking and in stark contrast to the rest of the keep, which is basically a shithole.
It's
Wow.
beautiful.
Oh.
I
Might not
wonder-
seem like it, but that's how she acts when she's as happy as a pig in shit.
And it smells like it's on fire. Is it on fire? I can't tell. I'm like really far back. It's fine. You guys can just describe it from a distance.
It will be, and I'm gonna walk up to it and see if I can like start the fire of the forge.
I'm gonna creep up really cautiously and anxiously behind you and stare.
There's like large bellows to the point where they're so big, like they don't look like they should be operated by like one person. They're large bellows to sort of stoke the forge and smelter.
Isn't it great when we only have 2 blacksmiths and they can't even turn the forge on?
Mason,
Yes, but
can you push on the bellows?
yeah. Which one is
Well,
that?
hold on. No one's gonna do anything. Wait a minute. Randolphus, what is going on?
You know that orb thing that we picked up?
Yes.
Well, Shin kind of knew what it was.
I take it we're standing in what it was?
I think so. He said, where did the ingot go?
It was absorbed. This magical forge. Do you understand what you have here?
I think you're going to have to explain that as well.
It is a wonder. There are only... Well, the Forge of Lesia is the only other one that I know of. And they create great, powerful, magical artifacts, weapons, and armor.
So... we can do that?
If you are a skilled blacksmith, Baron Vulpan,
And she's sort of like let down her demeanor a bit, and she's straightened herself back up, now seeing the rest of you here.
you have visitors, Baron Vulpan.
Ah, yeah. Hello, visitors. I am your Baron.
Oh, yes, you are, aren't you?
Hey,
Hello.
can I use this?
Can she use that to make me something?
Predator, why are you sneaking up on building?
Hold on.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really comfortable with otherworldly shit, spirits and things. I'm just gonna stay back here, it's fine. Just, there's fire, there's things moving without people involved. That guy looks like he was set on fire, maybe that hair. I'm just like, uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, who are you?
My name's Preta. It's very nice to meet you. I'm gonna stay back here.
Did you do this magic?
Sure, I did.
Are you sure that you did?
Yes.
You must be very talented. Are you always been so good with the magics? I mean, they say that I'm very good, but I'm so young and I don't know. I haven't met any other very good magic people. But if you're this good, like, I don't know when I would be able to make something like this. That's crazy.
Don't worry. One day you'll grow up to be a fine, outstanding whatever. So, before you start, hey, just can you take your foot off of that, please?
What? What?
He's pointing at Lucky.
Sorry.
You made
We
it
don't-
to start it.
We don't know everything that's going on with that yet. I want to make sure that everything is safe before we try this.
Well,
I
Just
agree
a
with that
building.
100%. 100%. Do we have any, people we could waste in case it's gonna blow up? Trial people?
I'm
Like some
sorry. Did you say
blades or
people?
something?
Did you say people we can waste?
I volunteer.
Ones that, if the magic shit blows up, we don't have to care that much and it's not one of us. You have, those, right? The ones that run through the trial.
He crosses his arms and looks at you. He glances towards Dedan, and Dedan shakes his head. He looks at Urfi, and Urfi says,
She is a trainee.
yes.
I don't get it.
Yes, we do have people that can test things like this. He smiles wryly.
Cool.
And me. Me.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Vote for the thick one.
speaking from experience, curiosity's best sated. I say we should give it a go.
Go for it.
Well, it's good that we have some volunteers. So,
I back away slowly and very shakily.
he nods his head and he says, "What's your name?" And he's pointing to Lucky.
Me?
That's usually what someone means when they point to you.
I mean, I don't know. Could be. I'm lucky.
Well, let's hope that you are. All right, you, the big one.
Me, yeah?
Yeah? What's your name?
Mason.
All right, Mason. Why don't you go up there and see if you can do something?
Do you want me to help too? And just I'm sure I can maybe not. Almost.
That's adorable.
There's a lot of.
I'll do it.
I want to, but maybe no. I don't want to keep lifted up again. I didn't like that.
I walk forward a little bit. Tiny one, don't you set shit on fire with your fingers? Like, go light that. What?
Oh, I can do
We're
that.
hesitating.
Can I?
Backs away again.
So I just pull this thing?
So a bellows is sort of like a wedge-shaped, almost looks like an accordion, and it blows air. It feeds oxygen into a forge, into a smelter, yeah, I mean it's by your feet. It's huge though, and it's big, thick wood and some sort of cloth fabric with a hole in the top. And usually you stick your foot on the handle to sort of pump the bellows. And yeah, they're pretty big, man. Even for you, it's like a large bellows. The handle's probably long enough for at least 2 feet on it. Like 2 full-sized feet.
All right, I push this thing. All right, ready?
Yeah, here, I'll grab it with you, I guess.
I need no help from woman.
Excuse me?
I need no help.
Fine, your
Right,
funeral.
excuse me?
What? I don't need help. Look at me. Imperfection.
Yeah, you tell me that after. Go ahead.
All right,
Of
Tiny One,
course.
don't start the fire for him. He can do it on his own, obviously.
No, I pull thing. I cannot start fire.
Just.
You
okay.
want me to make fire? I mean, I could do it.
I'm gonna toss wood into the pit and kind of start getting it ready for kindling, kind of thing. Yeah, just fire right about
Yeah,
there.
this place is well stocked already with stuff to stoke the fire. There's coals and things there. You can see it looks fresh, almost like a fresh kind of barbecue pit setup, right? There's a large wooden oaken barrel with thick steel straps wrapped around it, and you can see it's loaded up with some fresh pieces of quartered logs in there. So there's some kindling and things. It's well stocked, and it's just been created out of seemingly pieces of the keep.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame and light it.
And I'm gonna squeeze the bellows.
Okay.
I'll throw in a little bit of prestidigitation, help it get going.
Okay. What I'd like is for Lucky to please roll your blacksmithing tools with advantage. You are getting help from the rest of the group here.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Ooh.
You feel almost immediately the deep heat of the forge.
I jump back very theatrically and fall down.
The forge feels like it growls as it lights up. And it immediately feels hot, pulsating heat rippling throughout this space. And it's fucking cold out, so it's even more apparent on your skin.
I head over to Pretan, put out a hand.
Bitch, back off.
You'll be fine, pretty. Don't worry.
Absolutely not. What is this giant fire? Why are we playing with magical things? Who said this was okay? Whose idea was this? I'm freaking out right now. Why is everything on fire? How come she blew fire out of her fingers and the tiny one's already fiery on accident with the rat in her coat? I don't understand what's going on right now. Please don't touch me.
It's not a rat. It's a fennec fox.
What's wrong
Her
with
name
Horn
is
bitch?
Silky.
Is she okay?
It's fine.
I'm looking around for some kind of metal.
Yeah, so there doesn't appear to be like any ingots or anything lying about.
Baron Volpen, you don't happen to have any, I don't know, materials for this?
No, I just I had the one ingot. But we're low on supplies. The blacksmiths in town have been working as hard as they can. We didn't really even have a blacksmith set up. We had a steel ingot. That was all that we had. Dan, what's going on with the mines? Have the miners gone back yet?
No, that was something that we were trying to work out. It's been a bit, well, we've had a lot of things to do.
I know that, but we have to get construction underway.
We're going to the mines. We're going to the mines like now. And
Going to the mines?
we're going to the mines. All 5 of us are going to the mines. Yeah.
Is this done? Is it done now?
Excuse me? Was I volunteered?
What are we?
That
going
is the
to
job
do in
that
the
you were
mines?
signed up for.
But what? I don't understand why we're
Well,
going.
Billy,
to
there
the
was
mines.
some noises that they were uncertain about, and we are going to go and see if we can.
Billy?
All
make them
mining,
better.
Like noises.
Oh, so
all
I thought-
mining has been put on hold until it was supposed to be investigated. I can't believe that they still haven't done anything.
We don't have that many people that can help.
We'll go sort
we're-
the mines.
Yeah.
We should probably
We're
get
gonna-
going then.
We're gonna
How's that?
go.
I'll put my hand down to Preta again. How's that pretty? A nice dark mine rather than some fire?
Pulls away and gets up. I'm fine. It's cool. It's fine. You could just. Your sister looks needy or something. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm going.
Okay.
She's fine. She said she's fine.
All right.
Fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Let's just go to the mine. Which way is the mine?
Baron, you should be very careful about propriety and such. You should not let your people talk to you in such a way. What way? They should address you as Baron Volpan, and they should be speaking with you in hushed tones, not raising their voices, and they should be speaking with respect.
I like this one.
Do you like all of them?
That boy needs a chastity belt.
Was I not speaking with respect? I'm
What?
so sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
Look, it's fine. Dedan, can you handle this? Shin, we should probably try and figure this out. And he just motions in general to this space, and he says, "Let's contact the blacksmiths. Let's look at your census." And they start to walk off. And he says, "Oh, well met and good day. Do well.
Okay.
Thank you." And you can almost hear the face palm as Baron Volpan and Shin walk away. Captain Dedan and Urfi says,
Well, you heard him. Better get to work.
I feel
Go
like
kill some noises.
new to this or something.
Which way to the mines?
yeah, and you guys head out of the keep, and you can see down the hill, in the sort of ruined buildings part of the village, down at the southeastern end, number 16 on the map. The buildings here in town, just so you're aware of how things have kind of been working, a the reason that a lot of these buildings have kind of been able to be thrown up so fast, because it's really only been a few months since the town has started to be rebuilt, is because a lot of the existing ruins have sort of been repurposed. Mechanically, you guys have gotten pretty lucky with a lot of carpenters and engineers have come to the town. Luckily for you, I did some random rolls to determine the people that would be coming to town. So yeah, you got pretty lucky on the buildings. Have enough housing for everybody, and your main issues are food and supplies and things. But yeah, mine's number 16. You guys head down into the sort of ruined part of town down there. The mine outside looks about like what you'd expect. You can see that there's some bracing wood around the mouth of the mine, and you can sort of smell some stale air coming from the mine itself. There's a very rusty-looking mine cart track leading into one of the dilapidated buildings from the mine. Just putting two and two together, you can realize that place was probably some sort of refinery or some kind of smelter place. Maybe even the blacksmith itself that used to be here. Yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at.
Shall we get going?
You know, I think someone should probably stay outside, right? To, like, make sure the fort's held down. I feel like that's an excellent job for somebody.
She's right. Child, you stay outside.
Well, we have Urfi and Dan out here. I think they can take care of things.
I think the fort's held down enough.
You have to
Fine.
hold it down? It float?
Let's get going then. I just walk into the darkness of the mine.
I'm gonna follow him. And
They don't hold it down. Is it like the forge? They pop up?
I'm gonna walk after Loke and Lucky.
I'm gonna
Oh, we going?
tiny
Okay.
creature, because I can see perfectly in this pitch dark, and she's much easier to see here, ironically.
Yeah, so it's definitely dark in there, by the way. Anybody that does not have dark vision will have an issue. But this is a good place for us to take our break. Why don't we take our break here? We'll be back in a little bit. But first, I will say that if you stick around for the break, there might be something that you want to see. I'm just saying there may be an announcement if you guys hang out for the break. I'm just saying. We'll be back, though, in just a little bit. Make sure you follow all these wonderful people if you haven't done so yet. Let's see what the command is. Hey, I got it right on the first try. Thank you, mods, for being awesome. Make sure you follow all these wonderful people. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime that you have not used, consider for a moment to use it on one of these wonderful people. If you
Or
have...
the tables are Discord. Discord, what? Channel.
If you have not used your Amazon Prime with your Twitch Prime, you can link them up and you get yourself a free Twitch sub that you can use. Consider using it for one of these wonderful people. Otherwise, if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to the Patreon. And if you're really cool, you'll hang out for the rest of the show and see what's going on, because we do have a big announcement coming. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Deck just had an update. That might be why.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to Tablestory Spark of Eternity, the premiere. You know, having a premiere, it's a good time to sort of welcome, new people. It's a good time to, I don't know, announce things. I'm just saying, if you hung out, then you're probably wanting to see this. I'm just saying. I'll just play it. Hello. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh my god, what was that?
That's right. What could that be? Sector 49? What is that? What is that?
Oh, snap.
What is it? What could it possibly be?
I have absolutely no idea at all.
If only there was somebody awesome that did like a super badass soundtrack for it.
Oh, you should find someone like that.
That's correct. Some people in chat have guessed it's going to be Judge Dredd. We're doing Judge Dredd here on Tablestory.
I am the law.
It's happening. Starting October 15th, we will be entering Sector 49.
Oh, snap.
It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Make sure you're there. Make sure you're there. We're not announcing the cast just yet. We'll give you guys a little time to marinate on that one before we get started with that. But we got stuff to do here, so why don't we get back into this game? And you guys enter the mine. Let's switch on over to this map.
Ooh.
And let's head down here. And I think I need myself a... Oh, I know what I can do. I'll do this. I should have been smart and did this before, but I'm going to give myself view from the character's perspective as well for the stream.
Big guy standing on top of me.
So, didn't see you there. You were very small. It's not my fault.
Ahead of you, you guys can see the mine cart's tracks rusted. Obviously pretty dilapidated. There's a few timbers reaching to the height of the cavern, which is probably about 20 feet high or so. It opens up the further you guys walk in here. Yeah, you can see this expansive mine before you.
Can we see, or is it as dark as you said before?
Well, it's dark, but you, as a tiefling, have dark vision.
So I can see, but the non-tieflings can't see.
Yeah.
The dilapidatedness.
I can see very well.
Can I? I'm gonna light a torch.
Yeah. Give it here. Light it. Put a hand on it and light it for you.
And I'll light it. I'll light a torch with Locke.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of hold it.
The torch blossoms into flame.
I jump back. You guys, we can see without that. It's fine.
Yeah,
Get it?
I can't. So
hold your brother's hand. You came out of the same vagina. I don't see the problem.
Oh yeah, I cannot see the...
What do you mean by that?
I mean, eyes can't look.
Vagina?
Let's
It's fine. It's
It's
fine.
going to be fun.
No, but
I think.
Can you explain more about that? Why do we come
We
out
have
of
a
vagina?
job to do, Philly. We have to concentrate.
I think it's one of those countries over the sea.
Definitely is a country over the sea they came from together.
Vagina.
Quite a big country.
It's well forested. It's fine. You couldn't get through it well anyways.
Well, sometimes they have deforestation over there.
There's beaches,
Just-
crabs. It's a weird situation. It's fine though. It's fine,
Just
little one.
to be
Just go on.
safe. I'll Morihianda, and I resummon my pole arm.
Okay. Pole
Just in
arm.
case.
The energy kind of looks. Anybody that's observing this sees this, what appears to be this sort of blackness sort of form out of seemingly nothing from the air. You can swear that you see what appears to be little twinkling lights about the darkness as it forms.
Does anyone else see this? It's not just me, right? I'm not the only one seeing it. You guys see the glitter?
You really need to calm down. This is just, he does this all the time.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. I see it daily.
Cool. As long as I'm not the only one, it's fine then.
You okay?
Who, me? I'm fine.
No, what did you call him? Look, pretty. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
his
pretty.
name.
I'm fine! Why is everyone looking at me? Turn or go for it. Go to the sparkles.
Okay, I'll go to Sparkles.
She's so loud.
Right, well,
You can hear her voice bouncing off of the mine's walls.
well,
Sparkle, 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 sparkle.
we don't have the advantage of surprise anymore, but let's get going. See what we can find.
Why we need surprise? It's just noises.
Even noises can be surprised, I think.
It could be dangerous. Is no one worried about dying? Not one of you's like, maybe the glittery darkness is dangerous? Not one of you. Am I the only one who has
Oh.
any sense in this group whatsoever?
The
Well,
glittery darkness
dying.
is mine. You don't need to worry about that. The
even
rest
if,
of the darkness.
even if they attack, I mean, we can just fight them off. We'll be fine.
Oh, you think we could have fight? Okay, let's go. And I'm just gonna march forward.
I slowly take out both of my axes and hold them very nervously with extremely sweaty palms.
Big man, I can't walk so fast. I just have small.
Oh, you
Like I
you
have
need,
to make
cart-
like extra steps in the city. This is
Mason-
like real life. God dang it.
Mason, can you just carry the little one?
Yep.
Why do you keep doing this?
They keep telling me to pick you up.
It would be way more effective. Can we just go?
So high.
Look, just sit on shoulder. Do not mess with head, okay? You mess with head, I will break you. Understand?
Head?
My head.
Touch your.
Head.
I touch your hat.
His hat.
No, I not carry child. I like accident. I don't mean to throw her, but I kind of drop her a little bit. No, child will walk. I check my hat. Is it good? Is it good? Is the hat
It's
good?
slightly
You look
askew.
fabulous, Mason. Don't worry.
Well, you didn't have to throw me off like that.
So do not touch it.
I'm sorry, I didn't touch your head.
Hit.
I didn't touch your head.
Say it with me. Hit.
What's wrong with that guy?
I think he's
Head. I didn't touch your head.
Hat.
No, he's saying head.
Yes, hit.
Hat.
Pretty nose. Hit.
I'm just gonna look over at Locke and just. How are you attracted to the two tall ones? Like what?
well. Let's be
What
honest.
is
It doesn't take much.
I mean,
Let's
I
go.
know, but still.
I start walking into the darkness.
I follow him.
Okay.
Follow very reluctantly, my tail whipping back and forth so fast you can barely see it.
Yeah. So, I guess
What is the other object? You have a spoon, and what the hell is that other thing?
A ruler?
It's a ruler.
Oh,
I'm not
Axle's
allowed
not-
weapons.
All right.
hey, a spoon could be a weapon.
That's because Katie herself is a lethal weapon.
Okay, so Locke, you can see. Mason, not so much. He basically has the edge of the torchlight before he starts to lose his way. As you sort of move forward, Locke, you can see that there's a larger path heading up ahead of you. You can hear the sound of dripping water and what appears to be the sound of some running water coming from somewhere in that direction. Off to the south there, I don't know how you can see that what looks to be like a small recessed area, maybe freshly mined that way. You can see that there's some rubble over here that's been mined a bit. And ahead of you this way, there appears to be a sort of like fork in the road. Or there's two tracks that separate.
Okay. I think what we're looking for is probably a bit further down, but let's keep an ear out for noises that aren't the water. I don't think they'd be concerned with dripping and splashing.
Did they say where they hear the noises?
I don't think they specified.
What do miners do?
They hit rocks with metal things.
Oh, I can do this.
No, Mason.
Can I hit the rock in front of me with my giant anchor?
Okay, give me an attack roll. 21. Jesus Christ, you guys are screwed. PG's first actual skill roll, his attack roll was a 21. You are so boned. Oh my
Thanks,
God.
Mason.
All right. So,
I am miner now.
Yeah,
Let me listen for noises.
You take this big, you see this big chunk of rock, you break it apart, and yeah, it's rocks.
I kick it with my foot a little bit.
These are rocks. I have found the rocks.
Are you guys happy? Can we leave? Nothing wrong. I don't hear any sounds. You guys hear any sounds? I don't hear any sounds. It's just rock, right? It's just rock.
All I hear is your voice.
For someone with 2 axes, you're a real wimp.
Your face is a wimp.
Well, come on, we share this face. Well, kind of.
Everyone listen for noise.
It's a really
Scary
nice
miner noise.
Are there torches on the walls at all that can be lit?
I would assume that there are, there's probably torches. They're not like well spaced or anything. There's a few that look a bit like haphazard. There's evidence of some that are like sort of run down and fell apart from lack of use and probably oxidation and such. But there's probably like one right up, probably right at the fork up here.
Okay, I'll go up and light it then.
Okay. Really should have made an easy torch. That would have been helpful. Another thing to add to the list. Okay. So got a torch that you put right about there. And you guys can see the sort of path forking a bit, the tracks heading north and south here. There's a pool of standing water that way. There's a bunch of debris here and whatnot. Basically, like right on one of the vertical support pillars, you have like a small place to set your torch. I think there would be a torch here, one that's actually there that you can light, so you don't have to waste one of your own.
Yeah, I just want to like dip it and light it as well, so that we know our way back.
Sure.
I found water.
There's
Great. The thick one's moist now. Cool.
What?
It's fine.
Are we going?
Yeah, this way, I think.
We should. I mean, there were weird noises, right? At least that's what they said. But shouldn't we hear anything?
I'm with the tiny one. I don't hear anything. I think we should turn around.
So,
Seems clean.
what's everybody's passive perception?
11.
13.
13.
10.
No idea.
It's at the.
I'm
It's
whipping out my dice.
underneath your
left.
attributes on the left. You should see it.
Okay.
Passive wisdom perception.
You can hear the sound of what appears to
12.
You can hear the sound. Mason, Lucky, Locke. Actually, this should be everybody. Everybody's got a positive wisdom modifier, right?
Yeah.
0
Yeah.
or
With
greater.
me. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys can hear what sounds to be like some strange rattling noises coming from somewhere up there.
You hear that?
I definitely hear that. That
Yeah.
sounds like
I hear it.
bones.
Keep it quiet.
Let me. Mason, come with
Yes,
me.
what?
Grab that torch.
Okay.
Come with me. I'll move a little closer to where the sound came from.
I have a torch now. FYI.
Are you trying to move stealthily, or are you just moving forward?
Yes, yes, definitely.
I'm not. I'm clumping. I'm
Okay.
a big brute.
Whoops. Okay. You, as Mason clomps forward, you're kind of slinkily moving along. You can hear, and the bones begin to rattle, and you can see several shapes moving off to your left. I would like everyone to go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Yeah.
So be it.
Starts off great, guys.
Oh, jeez.
As
dear.
several small skeletons seemingly move about. They have a strange sort of appearance to them. They look on the smaller side for sure. They have sort of elongated looking skulls. Definitely not humans. And let's get a roll for these guys. I'm just gonna, well, I'll just add them all. We'll do this. And we need some fight music.
Sorry to be an asswhack, but while you're at it, can you give me the torch so I can get the vision of a torch?
You didn't take a torch.
No, he took the torch off the wall.
Oh, he did. Okay.
No.
Actually, hold on. Let me depower this one. And let me give you 10. Okay. We need some initiative for these guys. The rolls begin.
More like DM
Oh,
dick.
The DM of Doom has returned.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so yeah, you can see these skeletons moving forward, and we get. Let's put them over here. I think it's probably a good spot. I have like one pixel that I can use to adjust this friggin' window. There we go. Alrighty. So the skeletons have a strange look about them. They're small compared to a sort of regular humanoid body. The one in the back here is going to rush forward upon seeing you. Oops. And it will move up to you, Locke, and it will try to attack you with its dagger. A 9. I take it as a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. That's a miss. This one back here will rush forward. Rushing forward with a dagger, tries to attack you, Locke. 7 is a miss. I guess I blew my load on the friggin' initiative. And let's see. This guy back here rushes forward. Clomp, 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 clomp. That will be all of its movement to get there to Mason. And it will try and attack you with its dagger, Mason. 15.
It's a hit.
Hits you for 6 piercing damage. Hear like a little... it's kind of making this clattering noise, rattling and clattering as its feeble frame reaches out to strike you.
It's like person with less skin.
Okay, this guy is going to get up there to Locke and will try to attack Locke. An 8 is a miss. Fuck, I'm rolling like ass on these attack rolls. And Mason, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna recklessly attack the guy that just hit me. I assume that's the guy ahead of me, or is it the guy to the left?
This guy.
Okay, reckless, so I get advantage.
Okie doke. 24 is a hit. Boop.
No, I'm not raged.
You're not raged, so that's a 12. Also, I need to check. You might not be able to do reckless without rage.
I thought it was a rage specific thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's rage specific.
I mean, either way, he got it, so.
Reckless. Nope, you can use it without rage.
Oops.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I clicked that.
That's fine. So, that is a hit, 12 damage. How do you kill it?
So I just bring it round in a big arc, and I just like knock the bones just everywhere, just like.
Okay. You see the bones just kind of like burst forth, and this like strange sort of poof of dust flashes out as you smack the bones, and they start to turn to dust.
Oh, they died real easy. It's fine.
If you're having problems with Roll20, Katie, you can just reload the page, refresh.
It's cool. It's just like keeping the map up and the game sheet for some reason freezes the whole thing.
You can try and pop out the game sheet. It's the icon at the very top left that looks like two windows laying on top of each other. That might help.
I'm gonna do that. That's gonna help a lot. Thank you.
Sure.
I got it.
Okay. Is that it for your turn, Mason?
Yeah. Also, Katie, if you look at the as on the roll page, you can actually roll as your character.
It's at the bottom right where the chat is, next to the send button.
Oh, thanks.
It's very role-playing stuff. Okay, Mason, that's it for you?
Yep.
Is it Preta or Preta?
It's Preta.
Preta.
technically.
Okay.
It's
Preta.
Russian.
It's pretty, obviously.
Preta. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like to aim at the one that's in front of Locke with my bow.
Okay. The one that's here, go ahead and roll your longbow attack. That first one there was an accident, so...
Yep, sorry about that. Ignore that one.
7.
God.
Arrow sails out, whizzing past your ear, Locke. You hear the screeching sound of the arrow. A little too close.
No.
Sorry.
No, hit them in the bones.
I'm gonna be honest, I'd be a lot better if those torches weren't lit.
Yeah, then none of us could see. So
Can I get a reaction to put the torch out, or is that an action?
Yeah, you'd have to do that on your turn. You can't do that at this point. Okay, is that all you're doing?
I suppose I could move forward and try with my axes. Yeah, I guess Preta will move forward and try with her axes at the same guy. Can I do that?
Yeah, you get extra attack. So the way that extra attack works, we can spam this for the chat. Or there we go. Oh, good. I didn't put that in there for you. So yeah. Anyway, basically, you get a secondary attack. Okay, so you're gonna attack with your axes. You have not used your bonus action yet, so you can attack with your main hand axe and your offhand.
So click both of them?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
You can do the first one to see if you manage to do enough damage to kill it.
Okay, let's do it.
18.
Boom!
18 is a hit. Give me some damage.
And my axes. That was me hitting him with an axe.
Okay, give me some damage.
How do I give you damage?
That's the part where you click on the actual hand axe text under the in the chat window.
It's frozen. Again. Come on. There we go.
Okay, a 4.
Yay.
All right. You hear the axe make contact. You see the small creature just kind of like... It seems sort of like unfazed by the attack, but you've obviously done some damage.
Broken bones. You're all welcome.
You gonna use the other one?
Why is it in the bone?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do my bonus attack. Let's do this.
Okay. Use your offhand axe.
Oh, natural 20. That's the first natural 20 of the campaign.
Very nice. Let's see those natural 20s in chat.
Hell yeah.
Give me some critical damage. Click on the same text for that offhand. Sweet. 10 damage. How do you kill it?
How do I kill it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so she stands. She's in a fighting stance, but she's very audibly like very nervous, and she's shaking. She's like shaking like a freaking leaf. Her tail's whipping back and forth so fast. It's like a fan behind her that could propel her forward. And she's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. She throws her axe at him, and his head lobs off, shatters into a million pieces of bone dust, and she sits there in slow motion like a fucking superhero. And the bone dust blows her nasty, tangled fucking hair back, and she's like, what? You still need a torch?
This character is Katie. Like, Katie is just playing herself in D&D. Like,
Okay, Pretty, tone it down little, yeah?
Okay, so the one of the other small skeletons rushes forward to Mason, and it will try and attack you, Mason. 12.
Oh, hello, what are you doing? Stop it, you missed.
Yeah.
And let's see, the other one here runs up on the dust of its fallen compatriot and will try to also hit you, Mason.
Oh, you have a friend.
18.
It's a hit.
For 3 piercing.
It's adorable. I like this. I like this guy.
Leaves a small little scratch on you, Locke.
I look over my shoulder to the one next to Mason that's getting a little too close to my sister, and I'll send Morihanda over to it.
Ooh, the first critical fail. Alrighty. So.
I already rolled a critical fail my walls.
Oh, that's right.
Holy crap! Is that a +9? +8?
+8, yeah.
Peachy can math.
I mathed twice in my lifetime.
Mason, just stop flexing so much.
What do you mean flexing? This is how I stand.
So I
I'll
think
send over another swipe.
yeah, I think what happens actually, Mason's pretty close to that skeleton. You want to go ahead and roll me your damage there?
Sure. If roll 20 will behave itself.
If this is a crit.
That's not. It can't.
11.
An 11.
Yeah.
Still pretty good on the damage. Yeah. Basically, Locke, the halberd sings out here, this sort of strange-looking magical halberd. You're not expecting it, and I guess you're preparing yourself to strike at one of these other skeletons, and there's just a little bit of a miscommunication here. Locke extends the halberd out towards the skeleton to your left, but he manages to catch you with the attack, rending a furrow across your leg.
Suka!
Sorry about that. Let me try again.
You mean no? You not do it again?
I'd like to hamper him.
Sure. Yeah.
Let him stab me again.
Yeah, this is basically with disadvantage then.
Okay. Here's my
Locke.
second one then.
Mason is using his reaction, essentially.
I'm not a smart person, by the
There
way.
we go.
22 is still a hit, though.
For not much damage when it goes. Whenever you're ready. 6.
Okay, 6 damage. The halberd just glances between Mason's arms. He's like trying to grab it, but you just nimbly zip it out and hit the skeleton, probably like somewhere in the hip, and you just see like part of the hip break off. All right, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Lucky.
All right. And I'm going to kind of like slam my hands together and cast Turn Undead. And what's the CR of these guys?
You have the CR, not them. They have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
No, when their CR is half or lower, it fails its saving throw.
When they make their rolls...
For destroy undead.
Oh, what's their challenge rating? My bad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of DC. What?
No, it's
I
okay.
had about 4 hours of sleep last night, guys. Sorry.
Don't worry.
So let's see here. What is your? What is it? It's half
if their
of what?
challenge rating is half or below.
Half or below of what? Just one half?
One half or below.
Yeah, it's they're below that.
Okay, so whatever, like all the undead are instantly destroyed then.
What's your range?
It's within 30 feet. So all of them within 30 feet, I'll just...
Okay, you use one of your channel divinities to cast Turn Undead. You guys just see, what does it look like when it happens? Give me the flavor text.
It kind of starts off as like a yellow white glow, and then kind of like pops into a purple and just wipes them out.
I can't animate that to purple. Just
That's okay.
You have to live
just
with
the
me.
yellow then. And it just kind of like rumbles the ground, just goes like kind of knocks the feet out.
Okay. You see all the undead shatter, and they rumble and clatter to the ground, turning to dust.
Oh,
How did you do that? They're all gone.
Such a boring way to do it, Lucky.
I mean,
Yes.
you just stabbed Mason. I didn't think you were gonna do
Oh,
that
yes.
here.
I punch Locke in the face.
Okay. Sure. Give me a strength. Give me a strength plus your proficiency.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, do you have your strength saving throw, right? Is proficient?
Yes.
Yeah, so just click
Just roll
that.
that.
Yeah. 18.
Oh, I've still got advantage, but it doesn't matter.
I'll disappoint him.
You disappoint him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go for the strike, and then you feel this strange invisible barrier of magical force in front of Locke's face. Your fist, meaty and thick, stops directly in front of Locke's face.
Okay, so when I threw the punch, I wasn't really looking at him. So all I know, I connected with something, and I look at him, and he's still standing.
Oh, okay. I misjudge. Don't stab me, though.
It was an accident. Do you want me to kiss it better for you?
Kiss? What is kiss? You mean
Oh,
kiss?
I'll show you
What is-
later.
Are you a doctor?
I can be.
Why are you talking riddles?
It's so much fun, Mason.
You guys are out of combat.
I'm a fun guy.
Mason,
That was alarming. Can we go back now?
No, I guess we know that there's some undead on here, so
Yeah.
Hopefully
It's
there
the
is
one that
more.
can wipe them out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in good shape.
I want to inspect just any of the undead that are still intact and see what they are.
Sure. Give me an investigation check, Lucky.
15.
Okay, a 15. There are none that are still intact. They have all turned to dust, which is peculiar. It's not. There's really nothing but just bone dust left.
I don't know if I got stronger or if these guys are super weak, but normally there should be at least a skull intact.
Lucky, if you need dust, I have plenty in cabin.
Okay, I don't need the dust. I just wanted to know what they are because they didn't look human.
Skeletons.
Yeah, of what?
Does it matter?
Everybody can give me a nature check.
Ooh.
8.
Okay, an 8 from...
Not sure why I rolled with advantage, my bad.
An 8 from Lucky, a 7 from Mason, a 15 from Locke, and a 20... should be a 17 from Ophelia.
Yeah.
Okay, Ophelia, Locke, and Preta, are you rolling?
Where is? Oh, just found
So
it.
the skills are...
Just took me a minute.
No problem.
Sorry.
19 from Preta. So Preta, Locke, and Ophelia, you guys all recognize, it's not too difficult to recognize the shape of these skeletons. These are kobold skeletons.
They look like they were kobolds. I've seen them sometimes in the woods.
I think you're right, Philly. Well done.
I'm going to save some of this, and I procure a small vial from the rags I'm wearing and scoop some of the tiny dust inside of it to save me later.
Okay, then.
It's fine. Going good.
Like I said, pretty plenty of dust in my cabin.
Let's see if there's any more, shall we?
Okay, how are you storing the dust?
Me?
Yeah, do you have something that can help you store the dust in your
I have
inventory?
In my... Oh, yeah. Don't I have... It's like the... Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It's called...
Oh my god.
Oh, my God. Mine's frozen again. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
No problem.
Let me scroll down on it.
You do have a chest.
Okay.
It's like a small chest, something like that.
All right.
That size.
I'm gonna gingerly, but I use like a scrap of material. I don't touch any of the ashes with my skin. I just scoop it into the box, put it on, and hook it on my belt real quick.
Okay.
For later.
Okay.
I'd take a quick glance over to where they were.
Yeah, I'd say that I'd say Prada, you probably you can mark in your inventory, just hit the little plus sign like bone dust.
Okay, I will when it unfreezes.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what were you saying, Locke?
I'm just looking over to where the skeletons came from, just to see if there's anything.
Sure.
That they were gathered around.
You can see that there's some running water here. There is a sort of a small lake and a waterfall in town. You would assume that maybe one of its eddies probably comes through the mountain, the sort of mountainous hillside here.
Okay. But no corpse that we're munching on or anything like that.
Nope.
That's good.
What's this thing I'm looking at here, Wack?
It looks like it's some sort of really dilapidated looking like dam. Sort of like a sluice gate kind of thing.
Found a thing.
I kick it a bit.
Well done.
It's like a dam or something. It wasn't?
Well, I don't think you should kick it. Maybe it will break. You're so.
I didn't kick it hard.
Well,
Really doesn't look like it could get any worse.
You want me to kick it hard?
No, don't
No?
kick it. You can kick the next skeleton we see. How about that?
It's very much.
Oh, deal.
It looks super rusty and like, pretty oxidized. It's kind of really crappy looking. There's obviously water escaping through it.
When he says I can punch the next skeleton, I sprint towards the direction he's heading.
Okay. By the way, is your anchor a two-handed weapon?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you would have dropped the torch. Just an FYI.
Okay. Can we retcon that? I picked it back up.
Sure.
But I'll remember that next time. Sorry.
I'll
No
press
problem.
the digitate just to make sure it's still lit for him.
Okay.
Whoa. Easy.
There you go.
I don't want to be burned and stabbed about it.
You'll see.
See what? No. Wait. I want another group.
Okay. So yeah, up ahead of you, the track extends further. This place seems pretty big in general. Just see. I can't remember if that's. Okay. Should be good like that. Okay. So up ahead, you can see that there's what appears to be like more alcoves, and they kind of open up a bit. There's a sort of like larger chamber up ahead.
We should probably check these alcoves just in case one of these little things is lurking in the darkness somewhere, just to be safe.
Hello, Bone Mans.
Oh, shut up, you thick man!
I guess that one.
I'm sick. Took a long time to get like this.
I'll check on the left.
You hear the sound of more rattling up ahead. It sounds much more boisterous. There's a strange green light up ahead as well. It's very dim, and it seems to be bouncing off of the cavern walls. And you start to see these sort of shambling, rattling bones up ahead once again. Please give me some more initiative.
God damn it. Natural 20.
Ho ho!
snap.
I've been messing up my initiative pretty badly.
Roll20 is running like arse for me.
Yeah, it's been freezing a lot and stuff for me as well.
Same.
You know what? Since they introduced like that character mancer and like these new tools and stuff, I've noticed that it's been running really badly as well. I think it's related to Chrome as well.
Do they not have hardware acceleration in here?
I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Everyone, it's Boney Sherlock. I hear him.
That's the Sherlock song, right?
I don't think it is.
Well, if it's more skeletons, Lucky should be able to just, make them disappear.
Look, you stand away from me, okay?
Let us have some
I can't
fun
do that
this
again.
time. Oh, good.
Okay, so more skeletons shamble forth.
You see these skeletons?
They're coming. Give me a second.
I'm sorry.
Whoops. God damn it. Fuck. I hate the new tools. They drive me crazy. Okay.
They're making me so crazy.
Make them so crazy.
Okay, this one, it's going to use both its turns to get up towards you, Locke. And it's your turn. Rushes forward. What do you do?
I'll introduce it to Morianda. 27.
Oh.
That is a hit.
$11 damage.
Okay. How do you kill it?
As it runs towards me, I just lift Morianda to meet it. Slice it straight through the middle.
Okay. This one also turns to dust. I feel like it's rushing at you, and then you just kind of slice it, and it just... And all the dust just kind of flies on the three of you in the front. Lucky, Mason, and Locke. Just from its momentum.
That's fun.
Really?
He's dry.
And then I'll move forward. If it will let me to here. And then come on. Come on, Roll20. There we go, there. And then Morianda will reach out and slash another one.
Okie doke.
24.
24 is a hit. For 7 damage. Okay. And yeah. Takes a mighty whack with your Morianda. And I think you see like a few of its ribs just kind of like fly off and
Where did creepy guy go?
It's my turn.
okay. Lucky.
All right. I am going to. How do you do the ruler again now?
It's the circle with the ruler inside of it. Yeah.
So weird.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll move up towards Locke then. And do I see any? Like, can
You can see what you see.
Okay, I can't see any of them, but I'll ask Locke to go. Hey, where? Just point me to where they are. Like, I'll get him to grab my hand and point to where he can see them.
It's still going to be with disadvantage. You would have to you'd have to give him like you could give him a help action, or he could do the help action on his turn to you. But
okay.
Otherwise you can try to attack it with disadvantage.
Um.
It depends on how you do it. I also don't know. If you can't see it, you can't see it.
I'll just, you know what? I'll stay there and I'll just cast Bless.
Okay.
So, here. Cast at the first level. So I'll cast Bless on Locke and Mason and Prada.
Okie doke.
And that'll end my turn.
What Bless does is spammed in the chat there. Basically, what happens is you can add a D4 to the number rolled to an attack or a saving throw once, and then you lose it. And it lasts as long as the concentration or 1 minute happens first. So, kobolds, skeletons. This one's going to rush up. It's got to use both its turns to get the lock there. This one back here. Clack, 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 clack. Runs forward towards lock. We'll try to attack you. 14.
That's a hit.
For 4 piercing damage. It rears back. Slices with its dagger. Mason.
Okay, now I can actually see something because they've walked into the light. I'm going to just sort of jog over here really clumsily, just drop the torch on the floor, and I'm just going to like just jab at it with my giant anchor.
Okay. Before you do your anchor, go ahead and give me a survival check. An 11. Okay. Yeah, the torch barely stays lit as you drop it to the floor.
Fair. And
12 is a hit. Just barely. Okay, you hit it for 9 slashing damage. You're not raging, right? Okay. Your anchor connects. You see, like, lots of ribs just come flying off. Maybe like its left arm goes flying as well. Just.
He not fall down. I hit it again.
And I just raise it up, and I'm going to try and just go straight down to the ground through the skeleton.
Okay. 22 is a hit.
Ooh.
For another 5. How do you kill this one?
Yeah, I just split it as it's going down, like bits are just chunking off left and right. I'm probably smacking all over Locke there.
Okay. All right. Is that it for your turn?
No, I'm gonna walk next to this one I can see. Ooh, there's more.
Okay. How much?
I'm just gonna look over at Locke and say, I thought you liked getting hit by bones.
Just a question. The reason I can see them now is because they have their light there, right?
FYI, my torch
You
is
should you should have 60 feet of at least dim vision.
Because I wasn't able to see them at first at all, but once they moved there, I could finally see them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's because...
You can see them because of the light, right?
Yeah, but... Oh, you guys are...
Torches.
Yeah, but if I can see 60
Let me
feet
just
dim-
check. I think it's dim vision, but let me just double check with the dark vision.
Because I can see the first one, but the other ones were like all visible.
What were you saying, Zagonicus?
I'm just not sure if it's went on or not, because I should have. I don't know. I'll message you.
Oh yeah, I think you. Yeah. You should have double, I think, right?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
normal.
I just have
Oh.
it set for normal, I think. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So, Mason, that's it for your turn. Prada.
I'm gonna move up and try to hit him with my bow.
Okie
It'll
doke.
let me move him. Here we go. I'm gonna move here. And
All right.
hit the one in front of Locke.
Okay.
With my bow, which I'm gonna quick fit unfreeze it. There we go. Yes? Did it not work?
It just takes a while
Not
sometimes.
yet.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets overloaded and roll 20 just goes slow.
Okay, I'll give it a second.
I think I've been noticing just in Chrome that it's really slow. I think it
I noticed that
It's
too.
fine for
Like,
me in
Firefox.
Chrome.
I use
I'm on
Firefox.
Firefox now and it's not working.
Yeah, I still don't see it.
I'm gonna try Edge. Just kidding.
There we go.
Yay, I got it.
19. All right, that's a hit. Give me some damage.
Snap.
If it decides to roll eventually.
5.
Okay, 5. You hit the one in front of Locke with the arrow shot from your bow. It's sticking into like one of its ribs. It's kind of like hanging there.
All right, I'm gonna hit it again. I feel like I've thrown it off. It doesn't know what's going on. I hit it with a bow really close range, which is mildly confusing. I'm gonna smack it with my right hand axe.
Yeah, luckily you're 10 feet away right now, because that's like the minimum range for a bow, unless you have certain feats that can help you close range.
Oh, good to know. Can I hit with my axe at this range?
Nope. You can throw your axe.
I can throw them. So how do I?
You just get one. Yeah, you just get one attack if you throw it.
All right, I'm gonna throw it.
18 is a hit. 7 damage. All right. How do you kill it?
How do I kill it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's my right hand axe, which I'm way better at. And so I flip it around really theatrically first because I'm just looking at it and I'm like, that bow, that arrow did nothing and it's wasted. And if I don't kill this guy, I'm never getting my arrow back and I have to go into the woods and I have to make another arrow. And all this is going inside my mind. I'm a very anxious human being. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, and I fucking just thrust my axe straight down the middle of its body and split it completely in two. And it just busts into a fucking cocaine cloud of magic. And I just slow-mo, I'm like, in it, because death is the sick.
Alrighty.
You feeling
And then
okay?
I very slowly look over at Locke, and say, "You're welcome."
You have a small arrow.
We might have to adjust Katie's volume next week.
How did you not guess that already?
I mean, Preda, you've gone. The kobold skeleton over here is gonna get to there. It gets right to you, Preda. Now you chuck your axe. I think your back is turned against this guy. I'm gonna give him advantage as he strikes from behind you. Oh, that's a crit! I didn't even need the advantage.
Boo!
And
Welcome to the campaign, Katie.
it's all right. They're just wielding daggers. You take 6 piercing damage. If you remember, you can click on your token
Yep.
and do -6 in the green bubble there. All right. Let's see. This guy over here walks over to you, Locke, crossing the pile of bone dust remaining from its previous compatriot, and it will try to attack you. That's not what I meant to do. That's a 14. That's a hit. Okay.
That's it.
A 6 piercing damage against you, Locke. Ophelia.
Okay. I'm gonna raise my sleeves. And I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on the guy over here. Am I in line of sight? Oh, that was it. I'll do this one. Oh, stupid. This one.
Okay. Go for it. Give me your attack roll. 18 is a hit as your Ray of Frost shoots forth. What does it look like when you cast the spell?
You can see, like, I'm just, it sounds like I'm flying now. You can see my hands move and it starts to create, like, this white, gold, like, breeze coming off, and then it just shoots right at the skeleton.
Okay. See like these,
freezing the
yeah. You see
bones.
like on your sleeves, like this very like this frost forming like on your sleeves as it just kind of little snowflakes shoot off and connects with the skeleton. You see it like start to frost over. It's still up. Oops.
Oops.
Oh.
Oops.
Premature much?
Listen.
Happens to everyone.
Okay. I don't know if I already want to use something. No, I'll call for now.
Okay. The kobold over here, right next to Mason, will try and strike you, Mason, with its dagger. That's a critical fail. It
What are
will
you doing?
instead tries to attack and it will hit its compatriot right next to him.
Me?
No, not you.
I'm just
The
kidding.
other end. Maybe you get really excited. I don't know.
Oh, that guy's compatriot.
I don't think this one likes this one.
Okay, that kobold is dead. Locke, it's your turn.
I'll get the one ahead of me.
Okay, go for it. That's a hit.
Oh, snap.
It's for
Plus
6
6?
damage. Yeah, that +8 from Morikanda.
It's nice.
It's not bad. Gotta double
Was
check
this
that.
the one that was damaged by its
Yeah,
compatriot?
this one, how do you kill it?
I thrust through it,
Okay.
and then I will continue that thrust to hit the one behind it with my next attack.
Wow, a 9. That's a critical fail,
Don't
however.
eat it.
It ricochets off of this skeleton that you strike in front of you and heads towards Mason. Go ahead and give me some damage. That's 7 damage on Mason.
Aw.
Ow!
Seriously, Locke?
Good lord, son.
It wasn't me, it was the little kobold skeleton. He pushed it. Mason, it was that one. And I point at it. Get it.
Is that a wisdom? No, it's a not perception.
You know,
For me,
it would
charisma
be an
based.
intelligence. It would be an intelligence check, or you can, if you're trying to perceive if he's lying, he needs to roll a deception, and you need to roll an insight.
Let's do it that way. Godicus. Roll off.
16 deception from Locke, and a 4 insight from Mason. Yeah.
Bleat!
Okay. Is that it for you, Locke?
By the way,
That's it for me.
Locke has done more damage to me than anything else so far.
Lucky.
I'm gonna look at the one behind Preda, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okie doke.
Flames.
For 12 damage. Knowing full well that she's afraid of fire. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna...
We got to see if it makes its saving
Got that
throw first.
right?
It does not. Oh, that's a dex save. I'm going to keep the roll. It had a plus. That would have been a 7. Okay. That is still a hit for 12 radiant damage. Explain how you kill it.
Just straight down pretty much incinerate it. Just like almost like a ball of fire, just...
It looks like a piece of flash paper. It's just like... And that one's down. Is that it for you, Lucky?
Oh no, sorry, it's the one behind Preda.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Still kills it, though, that one.
yeah. Okay.
Is that it?
Thanks.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You're welcome, Preda.
Mason.
Yeah, I'm I'm angry at this thing because it hurt. Because I roleplay as if it hurt me. So I'm gonna recklessly attack. I'm gonna use my bless. The one right in front of me.
Okay.
Advantage. Then I'll do the D4.
Okay. It's a 22 plus 3. Rocking that 25. All right.
I'm not ridged. Oh, I can turn that off. Never mind.
How do you kill it?
Yeah, I just swing down at it, and as it's sort of crumpling to the ground, I lift it up again, so it goes I want everyone to be covered in bone shards. Is that a thing I can do?
It turns to dust.
Well, I want to make it rain cobalt bone dust.
Yeah, it's basically just you and Preda.
I'm down.
Fuck you, prick! And I'm gonna attack the dust on the floor again.
Okay.
My second attack.
You hit the ground. Congratulations. You are also out of combat.
Oh, I'm out of combat. I'm gonna
Yep.
hit it a couple more times then.
Okay, Mason's
hitting dust.
Mason's just attacking the shit out of the ground right now.
I feel like that guy has some anger issues
What are you
within him.
doing?
He's having fun.
Fucking prick! I'm gonna get down on my knees. I'm gonna start picking up the dust, and I'm gonna just start punching the dust in my hand.
Do we want to?
Is he okay? Is he gonna be okay? I don't like this.
I think we'll be fine.
I'm just gonna go up to Mason and just see if he's badly injured because of Locke.
Do we want to rest here for a little while before we go further?
I don't understand. Why are you doing that? Are
I'm
you
gonna get my water
sick?
skin and just drink it. Oh, it's dry. It's very dry.
He's not sick, Philly. He's just special.
Are you sure he's not sick? I mean, I remember my mom used to tell me that special people can be sick people. We had this woman live in the village, and she was special, but she was also sick. So maybe You sure, Mason?
Do not eat the dust.
Just
That really should have been obvious.
why would you eat dust?
I'm not healing your ass.
Seemed like the right thing to do.
Heal my ass?
I don't think you should eat dust when you're sick. I think that will make you more sick.
I'm not sick.
I mean, sure.
I'm a vision of health.
I'm probably bleeding quite a bit.
Look at nipples. Look at them.
We might have to take him to a healer. I don't trust
Let's
him.
I'm just
Are you
gonna look at Ophelia kind of like side eye and just go up and cast Cure Wounds on Mason.
all that.
Alrighty.
What are you doing?
Heal him for 10.
Okay.
Are you feeling better now?
What does it look like when you're casting this?
Kind of just like radiant energy starting at my shoulder and kind of warming up to my hand till it's like white, and then transferring it onto the wound.
Alrighty.
Ooh. You don't. Do you read books?
Yeah, I read.
You do not look at me.
I think there's something wrong with that guy. I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Do not look into her eyes.
You
I
drew
don't-
the short stick.
I don't think the healing worked very well because he seems still sick.
I mean, and I'm gonna poke where his wound used to be. I think it worked just fine.
All
I
right.
wasn't talking about the wound.
I do not make eye contact at all. Every time she's like near me, I will like quite obviously look away from her eyes.
Okay. So, you guys can see this like strange green light up ahead. And this sort of strange looking figure emerges.
Well, that's
Shit.
normal.
It seems to. It looks almost like it's peering around, trying to almost like sniff the air or something.
Sister, is that something?
What is that? And then just hide behind like Lucky because she's next to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna hide behind Lucky.
It has like this appearance of someone, a humanoid kind of shape. It's kind of hard to make out, but it appears like it's wearing some strange armor or something, and it starts to look towards you.
Should I take care of this?
What is the thing?
Just
It's
wait a
looking at
second.
us.
Okay.
It's green.
And
All right.
it rushes forward straight towards you guys.
I just
All
let
right,
Lucky,
now we
like,
deal with it.
Rope.
And as it gets closer, you can see the light sort of pulsating out from it, and the light gets really bright. Everyone that has spell slots, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Click wisdom.
Thank the Lord.
A wisdom saving throw.
21.
10.
Lock.
Oh, rolled the wrong thing.
It's okay. You would have gotten just your proficiency on top of that, so you're still fine. Lock.
Yes.
You feel some sort of drain. You feel magic getting pulled away from you and into this strange spirit-like creature. Please take away a spell slot. And that's where we're going to end the session today. One of your spell slots has been expended.
Yeah, but let's just make this clear. Because of my class, warlocks don't have many spell slots.
No, they don't.
No, I have this many total. And guess what? I used one earlier to fuck with Peachy.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. Yeah. Good first session, everybody. Good job. Good job.
Yay!
Hooray. So, let's finish off with some shout outs to finish up. And I like to go in reverse for the shout outs from the beginning of the show. Let's start off with Zgodicus.
Hey everybody, I'm Zgodicus. I play Locke. And I hope you enjoyed your introduction to him and our first session here for Spark of Eternity. If you did, make sure you follow here in Tablestory. You can get lots of wonderful role-playing with these wonderful people sometimes, and with other wonderful people. If you want to hang out with me, twitch.tv/Zgodicus. We hang out, and it's nice. It's nice and calm. Kinda, sometimes. And I hope to see you next week.
Thank you very much. Peachy?
You mean speaking of calm?
No. No, I don't.
Hey guys, my name is Peachy Pixel 8. You can come and follow me on twitch.tv/Peachy Pixel 8. I'm a variety caster. I'm quite loud. I'm not Katie loud. All right. No one is Katie loud. Okay. No one.
She pushes her mic further away.
You think her streams are loud? You should share it like direct feed. It's insane. I do stupid shit and I play everything. I don't follow those MMO trends. I'm just being a dick now. Follow me because I'm a dick. I'm a big old fucking dick. Thanks for watching though. Follow this channel. I don't know where I am or where the button is. Click that button. Subscribe to the channel. Patreon, do all that stuff for this channel. All right, and then buy my merch. Thanks for watching.
We need wiggly peachy fingers as an animated emote.
Oh,
Vandy.
Hey guys, I'm Vandy. I played Lucky for you today, and I'm so excited for this campaign. It's so great so far, you guys. This group is I just love this group. But if you want to see more of my stuff, you can follow me at twitch.tv/omgbandy, and also follow me on Twitter. But more importantly, today is the last day of September. And if you haven't renewed your gifted sub for a single $1, please consider doing that for Tablestory. Because you get some sweet ass emotes for free. Can you believe that? That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's actually really good because I totally forgot that this is indeed the last day of September already.
Mac.
Hi, I'm Aquinas, and I played Ophelia. This is a very good show. I'm very excited to see where this will go because the characters are great, and it's definitely different playing a quiet character for once that has no sass or is not racist or, you know, the variety. But if you want to watch more, I'll be playing Spooptoby games. Yeah, that's right. Next month. Spooptoby, Booptoby, doesn't matter. There will be spooky games or like just mysterious games because like I don't want to do the pure horror all the time. I would never finish a single game. But make sure you follow everyone on this channel. Make sure you follow Tablestory, and see you guys next week.
Thank you so much, Mac. Katie?
I don't know really what else to say. All these people said everything cool. I'm Katie. I don't know what to say. I am a family-friendly, calm, relaxing stream Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We get together, we talk about feelings, plushy animals, the aquarium, whatever. It's really chill. Relax with your kids. Put some headphones on. It's fine. Stop by anytime. Please, September, resub to the channel if you can. It's $1. It's $1. And the streamer owners of every channel you resub to still get a full cut of whatever the fuck the sub is. It's an amazing deal. It's ridiculous not to take advantage of it. Please go out there and September the shit out of Twitch. You guys are amazing people. And thank you to all my hosts who came by and held your weird in. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Katie. I'm Wacksteven, and I am the DM of Doom. I have successfully dragged these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by and watching the premiere. We hope to see you guys for more of this wonderful show. We have some more Tablestory announcements coming your way. I will play the announcement again for those that missed it on the break. If you missed the cool announcement thingamabobber that we're doing. But as always, chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's a pleasure to have you guys in chat. Lurker or just person that likes to be loud and participate and spam emotes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. And if you guys want to see the announcement again, I will play that for you after this. Otherwise, we got a show coming up on Tuesday called Darkfire. I'm a player on that show. I play a very annoying bard named Erodeer, and you should definitely watch that. Brad Wodo is the DM. We got Pumpkinberry, John Sandman, and Tiger Rider on that show. It's good fun, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good one.
Bye.
Peace.